China's economic transformation has been nothing short of extraordinary. For decades, the nation has experienced unprecedented growth, lifting millions out of poverty. This remarkable ascent can be attributed to a series of strategic policy decisions. These include opening up to foreign investment and embracing market-oriented reforms. These measures unleashed China's vast potential as a manufacturing powerhouse. They also integrated it into the global economy. China's rise was fueled by low-cost labor, massive infrastructure investments, and a relentless focus on exports. This model, however, is showing signs of strain. The old recipe for success needs adjustments to navigate the complexities of a changing world. As we delve deeper, we'll examine the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for the world's second-largest economy. China's official GDP figures have consistently painted a rosy picture of its economic performance. However, independent analyses tell a different story. While Beijing reported around 5% GDP growth in 2024, organizations like the Rhodium Group and the Atlantic Council estimate a significantly lower figure, closer to 2.4 to 2.8%. This discrepancy raises concerns about the accuracy and transparency of China's economic data. The overstatement of growth figures is not a new phenomenon. It reflects deeper issues within China's economic system. These include pressure on local officials to meet ambitious growth targets. It also highlights a lack of independence in data collection and analysis. Understanding these discrepancies is crucial for accurately assessing China's economic health and formulating effective policy responses. Despite downplaying the extent of the slowdown, Beijing has resorted to aggressive policy measures to maintain economic growth. These include interest rate cuts, budget adjustments, and refinancing programs. These interventions indicate a more severe economic situation than officially acknowledged. They also highlight the government's commitment to propping up growth, even at the cost of increasing financial risks. While these measures might provide short-term relief, they do little to address the underlying structural issues plaguing the Chinese economy. These include overcapacity in certain industries, a reliance on debt-fueled growth, and a widening wealth gap. Addressing these challenges is crucial for ensuring sustainable and inclusive growth in the long run. To understand the challenges facing China's economy, it's essential to dissect its performance in 2024. Investment, particularly in property and local government infrastructure, remained flat or declined. Consumption, while officially reported as a driver of growth, showed signs of weakness based on independent indicators. Government consumption also remained weak, growing at a meager 1%. The only bright spot was net exports, which made a significant positive contribution to growth. Exports surged by 6.7% year-to-date through November, highlighting China's continued reliance on external demand. This over-reliance on exports, however, exposes the economy to risks stemming from global trade tensions and protectionist policies. Section 5. Gazing into the Crystal Ball, 2025 Economic Outlook. Predicting China's economic future is a complex task, with a wide range of projections and uncertainties. While Beijing has set an official growth target of around 5% for 2025, independent projections are more cautious, forecasting growth between 3% and 4.5%. The IMF's projection falls in between at 4.6%. These projections highlight the uncertainty surrounding China's economic trajectory. These projections are contingent on several factors, including the effectiveness of policy measures, the evolution of US-China trade relations, and the pace of domestic demand recovery. Achieving sustainable growth will require addressing deep-seated structural issues and fostering a more balanced and resilient economic model. Section 6. Policy Response, Beijing's Plan for 2025 and Beyond. Recognizing the challenges ahead, Beijing has signaled a shift in its policy approach for 2025. This includes adopting a more proactive fiscal policy with increased deficit spending, potentially reaching 3 to 4% of GDP. Other measures include the issuance of $180 billion in ultra-long-term bonds, consumer and business rebates for trade-ins and upgrades, and a shift to a moderately loose monetary policy. These measures aim to stimulate domestic demand, particularly consumption, and reduce reliance on external markets. The effectiveness of these policies will depend on their implementation and their ability to address the root causes of China's economic slowdown. Section 7. Roadblocks ahead. China's looming challenges. Despite policy adjustments, China faces a myriad of challenges that threaten its long-term economic prospects. These include overinvestment in manufacturing, the need for economic liberalization, and the ongoing trade war with the United States. The real estate slump and sluggish consumption pose additional challenges to domestic demand. Addressing these challenges requires a delicate balancing act. Beijing must navigate the complexities of structural reforms while maintaining social stability and managing financial risks. The outcome of these efforts will determine China's economic trajectory for years to come. Section 8. The Great Pivot, shifting from exports to consumption. Central to China's economic future is the need to rebalance its growth model. This involves reducing its reliance on exports and investment and fostering a more robust domestic consumer market. This shift is crucial for achieving sustainable and inclusive growth that benefits a wider segment of the population. To achieve this, Beijing is implementing policies to boost household incomes, strengthen social safety nets, and promote domestic tourism and services. The success of this great pivot will depend on the government's ability to implement effective reforms and foster a favorable environment for private consumption. Section 9. Conclusion. Charting the course of China's economic future. China's economic success story is at a crossroads. While its past achievements are undeniable, the country faces significant challenges in maintaining its growth momentum. Addressing these challenges requires a clear-eyed assessment of its economic realities, a willingness to embrace structural reforms, and a shift towards a more sustainable and balanced growth model. The coming years will be crucial for China as it navigates these complexities and charts a new course for its economic future. The world will be watching closely as China's choices will have far-reaching implications for the global economy.